So, good morning. Uh, this video, I'm going to show you how to make a color wheel using watercolors and just the colors red, yellow, and blue. So, what you're going to need is paintbrush, clean water, and get yourself a towel. Okay, that's going to be good for when you are drawing in between your or cleaning your brush in between colors. So first thing with this, with watercolors, they like to have little puddles of water to go into. So for my color wheel, I'm going to start by making a puddle here, a puddle here, and a puddle here. So I did that by just wetting my brush in the water. And when I wet, I like to just squeegee it a little bit off the side of the rim of the cup. Okay, so I don't get too much water. So I just dabbled it in here, and I'm going to make, and I'm going to start with yellow because it's the lightest of the three colors. So I'm going to grab my yellow here, and I'm just going to wet it. I don't want to get a ton. I'm going to wet it to activate the color. Okay, and I pulled up just a bit of yellow on my paintbrush, and I'm going to drop it in right here and just let it do its thing. It will just expand as it wants to. I'm going to put just a little more water in there because I feel like it needs it. And then the next color I'm going to do is red. So I'm going to grab my red paint here. I just got a little bit of red left in my palette. You may have a set of 8 watercolor pans, or you may have a set of tube watercolors that came in a pizza box. It depends on what I distributed them to you. You may have your own set at home. That's fine. They're all different. They all do the same thing though. They're a little different, but they do the same thing. So it's just different forms of the media. Okay, next thing, I'm going to grab some blue here. So here's one of my blues. I'm going to take this blue, wet it, drop the blue in like a so. So pretty. Okay, so I got my 3 primary colors. I got red, yellow, blue. Now I want to do some magical mixing. So what I'm doing right now is I'm really cleaning my brush and I'm squeegeeing it. You need to do that in between each color. Okay, so my brush is still wet, and I'm going to make another puddle here. And guess what's going to happen? I am going to take this color. So I got my yellow here. And I'm going to re-up and just put a tad more yellow. Next color is going to be blue. I'm going to drop this blue in here and watch it do its thing. See what happens. Dropping a little more blue, and boom, what color did we mix? Green. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to let it sit, and I'm going to watch it, because watercolor, when it comes into the, when it likes to do its thing and mix itself in water. So you don't want to mess with it too much. You want to just drop it in and then watch it do its thing. So next thing, make a line here, make another line here, and I am going to connect red and blue and see what colors I get. So I'm going to drop the red in first because it's lighter, and then I'm going to drop a little bit of blue in because it's darker. We always want to work light to dark. It's a good way to work. Okay. Okay, so then I got that's going to turn violet. I think I may need a little more red in there. Okay, very cool. Next thing I'm going to do is make another puddle. Guess what color I'm going to make? Clean water first. Always have clean water. I'm going to connect them I'm going to take this, I'm going to connect it. Okay. And I think if I moved these closer, they would have ran into each other, but you can kind of get the idea. Oh yeah, I wanted to grab red. Okay, so I'm going to drop in red, and then I'm making an orange. So I got my color wheel, my beautiful watercolor color wheel. A little bit of reflection on this. Okay. But that's how it works. That's your first experiment with color mixing with watercolor.